Oi, I'm Mickey T.
And I'm Carl.
And it's almost time for the Gamers Christmas, so we thought we'd share our predictions for E3 2018.
Now, it's worth taking these predictions with a grain of salt, as me and Michael have aired more on the side of what we would like to see at E3, as opposed to what's most likely to appear. But with that being said, we hope you enjoy the video, and we'll see you at the end.
So our first E3 prediction for this year is Metroid Prime 4. Last year, in E3 2017, we had a sneak peek in Nintendo's Direct where it showcased the title of Metroid Prime 4, which got everyone buzzing. It certainly did for me, because it was a case of the last time we saw a home console game of Metroid Prime was back in Corruption in 2007, and we've had all sorts of kind of spin-offs and small games for the DS and the Wii and things, but we've never had a fully fledged third-person RPG on the console, and putting it on the Switch is going to be amazing. And I mean, I know you haven't seen much of it, Carl, but I know you followed the little bits of it, and you think it looks pretty amazing as well, right?
Yeah, when they announced the 3DS one, I thought that could have been cool for co-op, but apparently Federation wasn't very good.
And in Metroid Prime 3, they did do a PvP aspect, and if they did that on the Switch with the new Nintendo Online that they're bringing in, that would be amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it's another one of these things where we're primarily PC gamers, so we're probably not going to get to play Metroid Prime together, but that doesn't matter. It would still be
total hype, isn't it?
Yeah,
absolutely.
No, definitely. So hopefully we'll see that E3 this year. So the Bloodborne series is something that I've had a lot more experience with Michael, but I absolutely adore this game. It's one of my favourite games. I've played it to Platinum on the PlayStation, which I haven't done with any other game before. They teased something of it, everyone thinks, last year, but I would say if we're going to see any hint of it, it's going to be at E3 this year. So I'm massively excited for that. The closest me and Michael have got to playing anything like this is Dark Souls 2, which we both really enjoyed, I like to think.
Something like that, with the rages. No, it was good, and the game looks amazing, like, and if they brought it up for PC, it would be great to do co-op, like, so let's hope, fingers crossed, we'll get something this time.
Yeah, it would have been phenomenal to see that on PC. Unfortunately, I think that dream's pretty much dead with Sony keeping that grasp on it, but still, I'll be absolutely delighted if we get to see something of this at E3 this year.
So next on the list, we've got Dragon Ball. We saw last year that Dragon Ball FighterZ got released, which was absolutely wild to see. But I think, and Carl, you'll agree, we wanted to see some sort of like Xenoverse 3 kind of game, because the Xenoverse 1 and 2 were really, really good. Loved the story, the kind of role-playing, walking around and stuff. That was amazing. So it'd be interesting to see if we get something more Xenoverse 3 related to C3. Hopefully. Maybe a mix, maybe something Xenoverse with fighters, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we've had a load of fun with Xenoverse 2, we've really enjoyed that, and even Fighter Z with the man in the co-op element would be really fun to play together. So either Xenoverse 3 or something that we can play together that maybe goes through Dragon Ball story, or even the newer stuff would be fantastic to see.
I agree. Kaioken!
So for me, the Batman Arkham series is one of my favourite experiences playing games. I love comic books, so getting to play Batman like that, it was just phenomenal. And I love all four of the games, even the ones that have been criticised. It's been quite a few years now. The last thing to really come in the Arkham sort of universe was in 2016 when they did a VR game, which really nobody particularly wants. But in Arkham Origins, they did sort of a bit of an online multiplayer game, or component to it anyway, where you could play as Batman and Nightwing, I think it was, which I would have loved to see in the main story. I think if they incorporated that into it, it would have been amazing. Rocksteady said they don't want to do any more of the Arkham games, unfortunately, and Kevin Conroy, who does the voice of Batman, said in 2017 that he had heard that there was no more plans for the games either, so it seems pretty unlikely.
It probably isn't going to happen, is it? But it'd be amazing if it did. Like, if that dropped, I'd be like, woohoo!
No, exactly. I mean, if we're watching E3 this year and I see even a hint of anything to do with Batman that isn't in the Lego universe anyway, I would be over the moon. But yeah, I'm hoping, fingers crossed.
So next on the list is the Avengers game that was teased at last year's E3, where we saw a brief trailer of some of the Avengers weapons, like Captain America's shield and things like that, especially with the movies at the moment with Infinity War 1 that just come out, which was unbelievable. And with number 2 coming out next year, it would make sense for them to at least show a bit more of it, or at least a release date that we can kind of look forward to and play this one. Because if this is co-op made and it's a Marvel full-blown RPG, that'll be absolutely insane, that.
Yeah, definitely. I think the closest people have gotten to this is the Marvel Ultimate Alliance games.
I know, right? So if that drops and there's a new trailer for it, because even the trailer, even though it was teased visually, it looked amazing, even though it didn't show any gameplay or anything. If we see a gameplay or something this year for this game, I'm going to die. It'll be amazing. So let's hope it comes out.
So as we'll know, over the last couple of years, we've seen a resurgence of some of the classic video games we all grew up with, especially the Spyro series and the Crash Bandicoot series. This year, they just announced the new the trilogy, the remastered trilogy for Spyro, and obviously last year they did it for Crash Bandicoot. I'm more of a Crash Bandicoot guy. Michael's more of a Spyro guy. But we both love that series. So
still love it, don't we? Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. But there was also been rumours going around about Crash Bandicoot getting a new entry in the series, and given how well,
Can you imagine?
Well, yeah, this is it. I mean, we appreciate it's probably going to have no co-op element, but still, it's been a hell of a long time now since Crash has had an actual new entry in his series. So just seeing that reveal, knowing that Crash Bandicoot's getting a new game, something maybe on the PC, since they're releasing the Crash Bandicoot trilogy on the PC, so it's definitely possible.
Playing that, it's like a link back to childhood, isn't it? Playing that on the PlayStation 1, it's crazy. But you're quite right, if they released a brand new game for Crash, I'd go wild as well.
Yeah, definitely. So let's just hope we get to enjoy that announcement at this E3.
So at the top of our E3 hopeful prediction list is the Halo franchise. We're really hoping that we get some sort of reveal this year, because it's been a while since Halo had been announced in one of the Microsoft presentations, when the last one being Halo 5, which was good, but it was sadly just on the Xbox, and obviously with it being co-op channel, we're dying to finally see this happen on PC. Me and Colin both, and you can tell us if I'm wrong here, and I'm sure you won't, but we've loved this since like Halo 2 times, like almost played them, the multiplayer. That forged some of our best co-op moments, and wish we were recording back then to relive some of those arena games that we used to play all the time.
In every respect, if this got announced this year and we could play this together, it would probably be the biggest announcement for us at an E3 just about ever.
I've literally got goosebumps just even thinking about it. Like if that happens and we're going to do 2v2 arena again, like we did back in, I think it was Halo Reach, where we absolutely smashed it. If that comes out again and we're doing arena, oh my god, it'll be absolutely amazing. I've got so much hype. They better do it. So obviously Microsoft follows our channel. I'm sure they do, because if they don't, I'd be surprised. And if they're here in this video, make sure that happens. I'd appreciate it. Thank you, mate.
Lastly, one honourable mention we wanted to make was for Pokemon. Unfortunately, one of the things that frustrated us about this is that we didn't get to experience the announcement together, which is something we were really hoping to do at E3. But nonetheless, Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu are really, really cool. Getting to relive the beginning of the franchise again. I know Michael's just desperate to talk about it, so...
Honestly, like, I had, for the next Switch game for Pokemon, like, I had so many expectations, but the fact that they dropped this, the game looks amazing. Like, it's the best looking Pokemon game they've ever done. And the fact that it's got all this co-op features, it's going to be fantastic. It's going to blow everyone's mind. I can't wait.
Yeah, it was a huge deal. Although it's a pity it didn't get shown at E3. We would feel pretty remiss if we didn't put it on the list, even just to mention it, that it would have been a prediction if we had gotten it out just a touch earlier.
Damn you, Game Freak. God damn you. God damn you, selfish men and women.
But still, as an honourable mention, we'll have to put Pokemon down.
Let's rock a light team again. So that's our jam-packed predictions for E3 2018. But now we want to know yours. So do you think there's any chance of any of our predictions coming to fruition in this E3 for 2018? Do you have some of your own that we maybe didn't think of?
If you want, get the discussion going in the comments. If anybody mentions a game that happens to be at E3 that you want to predict in the comments, we'll mention you in our 8 of the best video that we'll do after E3's finished like we did last year. So from us at TwoGeordiesGaming, we hope you have a great E3. We hope you enjoy the show and that you'll come back to us to see our favourite picks after the show's finished.
Let's rock it like Team Rocket.
Bye for now.